Buenas tardes, bienvenidos al nuevo directo. Se me olvidó poner esto. Buenas tardes, ahora sí. Bienvenidos al directo. Como saben, estamos jugando Death Stranding completamente en directo, Death Stranding 2, ¿verdad? Completamente en directo. Recuerden también que el propósito de estos directos es fomentar la conversación sobre nuestro salvador Cristo Jesús. Cualquier pregunta o comentario, sugerencia que tengan al respecto de cualquier tema, lo pueden dejar en los comentarios ¿verdad? Del stream, o si estás viendo el resubido, lo puedes dejar en los comentarios del resubido. Nada, Dios los bendiga, gracias por estar aquí y seguimos, vamos a darle. Probablemente hoy sea el final del juego. Me salía que estaba ya más de casi un 80%, so probablemente sea la última parte del juego. Si no, o si estamos en el final, yo voy a tratar de estirarlo lo más que pueda, pero si no, lo voy a cortar antes, ¿verdad? Para que el próximo directo, si hubiese que hacer uno extra, pues no hay que... No habría que hacer un próximo directo tan corto.
Close your eyes. It's okay. You can trust me. It's a healthy baby girl. She said please. Okay, coming up on 3 minutes. Someone needs to go home. Yes, they are. Your womb is connected to a beach. Now, open your eyes.
Algaro.
Rainy, the child you're carrying is not dead. It's just that time has stopped in your womb. Your daughter and her mother are in perfect health.
But there's still no treatment, is there?
When the balance between our world and the beach is finally restored, you will give birth. There's nothing to worry about. All in due time. So wait and have faith that you and your child will be fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What about you?
Someday I'll have a son, but until then I get to see him once a month. It'll all work out. We're all good.
Sorry, but would it be all right if I took another look at your pod?
Give me 1 second.
Okay, I'll head back first.
The thing is,
Buenas, bienvenido.
I did my examination on your pod. I got the strangest feeling. The BB in that pod was there far longer than any typical BB. I'd like to check your pod's production number. If it's an official model, it'll have one inscribed on it.
I can tell you right now, there's no number written on it.
No, it wouldn't be on the outside. It would be inscribed on the inner wall. Now, you can't open a pod without endangering the BB's life, but there is a way that we can peek inside. See? Right there. See, a pod's production number is a record of when the occupant was transferred from the still mother's womb. Sort of like a BB's date of birth.
Impossible. 11 years ago. On the very same day as the void out.
Lou's date of birth was 11 years ago.
And not just that. The serial number is BB00, which would make Lou one of the first test subjects.
Oh, that would appear to be the case, yes.
If we scour the archives for any mention of BB00, there's a chance we might learn more about Lou's past.
You really should try and put this behind you. And digging up the past won't help.
Merda.
I think it's time we return to the DHV Magellan. You know, Sam, seeing as you've come so very far, you should take a moment to see to any unfinished business before you commit to new obligations. Becco.
Thank you.
In the place where I came from, no one gave birth to babies. They just stayed inside their mother's bellies.
Well, in our world, babies are born and grow up to be adults. Or at least they're supposed to.
It's only natural that Tamara wouldn't understand. After all, she was living in a realm of the dead. I wouldn't expect children to be born into such a place.
But Rainy's baby will be born, right?
In due time, of course. Isn't that so?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Raindrops are falling on my head, And just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit.
Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun.
Oh, that was terrible.
I thought it was pretty good, actually.
So you'll be a mother who gives birth to her baby.
And I just can't wait.
Talk about terrible, Sam. That's where dogs look at this home.
Hi Sam, Tarman here. I'm pleased Rainey's feeling better, and now that that's settled, we're all set to continue linking up the continent. Your next main order requires you to retrieve some intriguing cargo, and for convenience's sake, we've decided to transport you to the mission area in the Magellan. Speaking of the Magellan, I think it's high time this old girl's weaponry got a bit of an upgrade. I've gotten in touch with a researcher based in South Fort Knott for this very purpose. I'll need your help, of course, but the details can wait until we get there. I'm sure you're eager to get underway, but the tar currents nearby have grown unstable. It's going to be a bumpy ride. As a safety precaution, I'd like everyone to assemble on the bridge before departure. Come and join us as soon as you're ready.
So, operations at the Eastern Environmental Observatory are managed by just one man, all alone in the mountains. It must be terribly stressful. To survive in such extreme conditions, you cannot afford to let despair take root in your heart. Hope is an indispensable asset. Not to downplay the benefits of the cargo you brought, but the truth of the matter is that it won't make a difference for him that quickly. What no doubt served to give him immediate comfort was the presence of a helpful soul. You, Sam. Porters can be bearers of light for those struggling in darkness. You'll not soon forget what you've done, nor the warmth that filled his heart when you arrived.
Just a little more work, and we'll have linked up the whole continent.
Allow me to reestablish our connection with the network.
And we're off! don't know. There shouldn't be any other currents in our vicinity.
Unidentified object approaching.
Everyone brace for impact. What's wrong?
The rudder's unresponsive.
I think something's dragging us.
The connection to my hand has been severed somehow. Right now, I'm flying blind.
Gentlemen, do you sense anything?
No, it's not a BT.
Well, something's still pulling us down.
Much deeper and the ship's hull won't be able to handle the pressure.
Evasive action.
Out of the way, Kitty!
It's no good. Can't break free.
Discharge tar ballast. Rapid ascent, now!
Too risky. We have no idea where we're going to surface.
We have no choice. Open blast shields.
If we don't do something, it'll crush us.
Hold it. Hardly a repatriate, but I'm immortal enough. Damn. When did you start rolling with such a big cruise thing? Unless you want me to blow her head off. Well. Roll back the clock and let old time fall so tired. You know I'm only here to get revenge on you and Sam. The rest of y'all really have no quarrel with, so, you let me keep it to them and y'all can fuck off. No? All want to die together. Except for the fact that Sam's a repatriate, so you can't really share in your sad fate. But before I pop him, he gets to watch me kill all y'all.
Ha!
ghost mech? So he's, what, mecha Higgs?
Sir, this is fine. But I don't break that easily. So be it. It's gonna be that way. Y'all can all go down with the ship.
It's all up to you, Sam.
No time to waste. Let's head out, Sam.
Sam, it looks like that thing coiled around the Magellan is some sort of giant ghost mech. You're our only hope of freeing the ship from its grasp. Gear up and get ready to head out. If you can get it to let go and draw it away from us, we should be able to provide fire support. We're counting on you, Sam.
okay, Sam?
Ah, si este está muerto.
Great job, Sam. The only reason we're still alive is because you were here to save us. Come back to the ship. You've earned yourself a rest.
Becco.
That was close.
Back. 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 Back.
Directito para la cama, sin preguntar ni nada.
Good morning, Sam. I understand that your room didn't suffer any major damage. Unfortunately, the rest of the DH Magellan wasn't so lucky. The ship is unable to travel in its current state, but Tarman's doing his best to get us back in action. I'm about to leave to pick up some supplies for repairs. When you're ready to head out, I suggest you head to the bridge and get Tarman to brief you on the situation. Afterwards, check the ship's delivery terminal to find out which part of the continent you'll need to link up next. The show must go on after all.
Ah, me olvidé hablar con Jesús.
So, how's everything looking?
We'll be able to repair the plating and the propulsion system using chiral printed parts. Fragile's team will pick up any additional materials that are necessary. The nav console I use to read the tar currents isn't broken. I just need a little more time to restore the connection with my hand. Won't be much longer now.
Tarman.
came to visit me in my room.
Thank you. Oh, I see you're holding hands now, eh? Hands allow us to connect, form bonds.
You think you'll ever find your missing hand?
Now that's a bond I doubt will ever be broken.
Looks like we're good to go.
We'll see you later.
Stay safe out there.
Are you excited to head out? So excited. She's here. Oh, there's Fragile. Okay. Let's get going.
All right, be safe out there.
Thank you.
What if you run into trouble on the way?
We'll be fine. Remember, you're talking to the former head of Fragile Express.
You two be all right?
We all have doings. No need to worry about us. And we're tougher than you, too. Right. So watch yourself out there.
Take care of each other.
Sam, although everyone's hard at work repairing the DHV Magellan, it will unfortunately be some time before we can travel again. Nevertheless, putting our plans on hold is out of the question. We must continue to press on. Extending the chiral network remains our priority. Your next objective is to link up Southport Knot. Though you'll need to get another site online before that will be possible. And unlike before, the DHV Magellan will be unable to advance to your position after you've expanded coverage. And during this period, you'll need to operate without our support. Fragile, Rainy, and Tomorrow are gone procuring materials for repairs. And Tarman has his hands full tending to the ship. He'd also like to improve the ship's arsenal as a precautionary measure. And bringing Southport Knot into the chiral network will be necessary to do that. I say this to reassure you that the whole team is committed to getting the ship back up and running, and that we mean to join you as soon as we can. It's just going to take us a little while, that's all. For now, head to the Phantom Smith shelter and put him on the grid. The associated main order can be accessed via this delivery terminal.
¿En serio?
Delivery route finalized.
That one. That one.
Well done, Sam. That's the last of the cargo.
Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
Yo no hice ninguna línea para allá. Qué bobo, ¿eh?
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation. Delivery route
Speckle. Speckle. Speckle, 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 speckle.
¿Sabes qué estaría duro? No sé si van a hacer un Death Stranding 3, pero estaría duro que tú le pudieras decir a la cosa esta que te siga.
Speckle, speckle.
still pretty shitty, so better watch your step.
Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. Hope.
You're mine.
Good morning. Hey.
Almost there.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Hey, thanks. Risking your life to cross snowy mountains is a lot to ask of anyone. And rubbing shoulders with BTs to recover someone else's stuff, that's going above and beyond. You're one hell of a guy, seriously. Sit tight. I'll confirm the contents of your cargo right away. This is just wonderful. I can see the love and care you put into your craft. Didn't know you'd handle that many jobs. You've got a gift for multitasking. There's no denying your incredible skill, and I really can't thank you enough. I'd like you to put this shelter on the chiral network.
Now displaying your current order grade.
And now I'm finally online. Accordingly, I was able to analyze the cargo you just dropped off. Seems it was developed with aid of an unknown technology, which I've taken to calling ghost tech. From what I can tell, it reacts to chiral radiation on a specific wavelength. The reason I mention it is because the chiral shock cannon data I shared with you is the product of research that leverages this principle. The chiral radiation it generates can pass through objects without destroying them. Practically speaking, this means you can incapacitate enemies hiding behind walls and such. It should also deal damage to BTs and mechs as well. It's pretty powerful as far as ranged weapons go. You can't use it without anchoring it to the ground first, though. Makes a lot of noise, too. Gotta think before you fire. You know, even I've heard stories about Higgs and his plans. So if the chiral shock cannon helps you stop him, that'll make my day. And if you can deliver my research data to South Fort Knox, you should be able to get some new and improved tech to help you out. There's a lot of other folks on this mountain doing specialized research. If you bring them onto the chiral network too, I'm sure they'll hook you up with all kinds of goodies. Well, I'm familiar with the tar therapist, at least. He's researching potential applications of the stuff as a healing agent. While his specialty is medicine, he's also well-versed in various tar phenomena. If all that sounds interesting, it might be. However, it doesn't seem like he's posted any urgent. So I'd say your best bet is to find cargo that didn't make it to him and try to deliver it to his shelter yourself. It's entirely possible he might be able to offer you things neither one of us can possibly imagine. Thanks again. You've been a big help. Definitely couldn't have managed this on my own. I'm still concerned about the armed survivalists to the south of here, not to mention Higgs and his future plans. So I'll be rooting for you to keep on doing what you can to make things better for us all. I don't know if I can come up with anything else to help with that, but I'm willing to give it a try. Your support would be appreciated too. Anyway, I'm prepping some cargo I'd like taken to South Fort Knox. You're headed that way, right? Be warned that this cargo can explode if handled improperly, and should be considered extremely dangerous. So if and when you take this main order, handle it with the utmost care. Good luck with everything. I'll see you around.
Sam, apologies for the sudden call. Once again, I'm contacting you via our dedicated private line. No one else will be able to listen in on our conversation. I'll get to the point. Has Charlie ever behaved in a manner you felt was suspicious? I ask because his credibility, as routinely calculated by APAS, appears to have dropped sharply. Despite attempting to confirm his credentials via the UCA's National ID Registry, it does not appear anyone has ever actually met the man. It may well be the case that he does not even exist. A ghost, so to speak. I can only hope that my suspicions are unfounded. For now, Sam, proceed to South Fort Knox and put it on the chiral network as planned. It is imperative that we improve the DHV Magellan's capabilities to better contend with Higgs and his forces. And the sooner we connect all of Australia to the network, the better. When you are ready to proceed, you can pick up your next main order from the delivery terminal at this facility.
Unable to obtain additional data from the DHV Magellan. Updating information with data from within chiral network coverage only. Commencing route creation.
Gotcha.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Hazardous materials notwithstanding, I see you got here in a timely fashion. At one moment, while I confirm the cargo's condition. No damage to speak of? Thank you for transporting my cargo with care. Well now, this was not a delivery I was expecting you to bring to my door. I'm on the cusp of a breakthrough, thanks to you. Let's both continue to give it our all. Go ahead and connect your Cupid.
Now displaying your current order grade.
On the network at last, eh? I've been waiting for this moment for so very long. This should enable me to increase the pace of my research into new defensive solutions. As for the cargo you brought me, it's the culmination of the Phantom Smith's recent efforts. I applied a few finishing touches, and voila! I can now share with you the data for a chiral cannon. It is a devastatingly powerful weapon that can be mounted onto pickup You'll find it deals unparalleled damage to BTs as well as ghost mechs. Which might come in handy, since it's not just armed survivors that have been sighted recently. It's ghost mix too. It's hard to say, but Higgs might be up to something. So that's all the more reason to have weapons suited to dealing with his minions. Ideally, this cannon would only be effective against PTs and mechs. Unfortunately, though, such firepower is more than enough to kill any human outright, so please use it wisely. In addition, I'm happy to share some new pickup off-roader tires that will significantly improve its traction. You can swap them in and out as you like when customizing your vehicles. I highly recommend using these if you're planning to tackle a snow-covered mountain. Thank you again for your help. I'll be sure to continue my research into ghost technology in the days ahead. I intend to look into ways of ensuring we have greater freedom of movement with our vehicles, even in dangerous areas. Any assistance you can provide would be greatly appreciated. Oh, before you go, I have a parting gift for you. A gift I was instructed to give you by my mentor. This cargo will allow you to enhance the DHV Magellan's weaponry, per Tarman's request, I believe. I'll need some time to prepare it for transport then. In the meantime, please avail yourself of the private room here. I'll be sure to post the order by the time you wake up. So, go on and have a good nap.
Siempre mandándome a dormir.
Our enemies have grown bolder and more aggressive, but I see you were all able to fend them off in the end. Chiral network coverage now stands in excess of 85% across Australia. We are already seeing indications of plate gate formation in the near future as well. Just a bit more, Sam. I know you and your comrades will finish what we've started, and to prepare for what's to come. I encourage you to rest in your private room. Be advised, Sam, that I've switched this call to private mode. We need to talk about Charlie. I reviewed the contract between APAC and Drawbridge and followed the money. By doing so, I was able to confirm that funding for Drawbridge was provided by none other than Bridges. Though they used intermediaries to obfuscate the transactions, Bridget is undoubtedly the source of your patron's funds. In other words, Drawbridge cannot be considered as an independent civilian organization. Should these details come to light, your attempts to integrate Mexico and Australia into the chiral network could be misconstrued as an expansionist effort. When I tasked Drawbridge with these missions, it was under the assumption that it was a non-government operation. But I, APAC, and you yourselves may have all been deceived. I will continue to pursue this investigation for now. Take this time to rest and recover in your private room.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Just like old times.
Where are we?
This place does wonders for my mood. The repairs to the DHV Magellan are still ongoing, so I thought to return here and see if I couldn't make progress with our Lou investigation.
Learn anything new?
Well, at the Motherhood's facility, we managed to confirm that Lou's original serial number was none other than BB00. And this is what I found when I attempted to search for associated records. To build the chiral network, 9 sacrificial BBs were prepared. However, the network's original design required only 1. A single sacrificial BB unit, facilitating chiral communications across the entire North American continent. This approach called for what was dubbed a core bridge baby, and BB00 was a lucky candidate assigned to play this role. However, Bridges subsequently abandoned the idea, their tests having failed to yield the desired results. And so it was that the model requiring multiple sacrificial BBs was ultimately adopted.
Meanwhile, Lou was placed into storage for an extended period, and for reasons yet unknown, inherited the identity of BB-28.
Records indicate that the Bridges research team was responsible for the reclassification.
Were they trying to cover up the earlier experiments by falsifying Lou's production year, perhaps? Or did Bridges have some other hidden agenda?
I'm afraid that remains unclear.
Well, we now know Lou was born 11 years ago. There may very well have been a connection with Neil.
You know, my fondness for this place isn't wholly nostalgic. It has the most delightful hot springs, you see. Though, truth be told, even they aren't my favorite thing about it. If you can find the time, you should come visit. Give the old bones a soak.
Oh, a warm bath does sound good.
Perfect treat for a weary traveler. Anyway, I'll see you aboard the Magellan.
read me, Sam? This is Tarman. I've relocated my hand at last, out there on the currents, bobbing along like before. Now that our connection has been re-established, I should finally be in a position to wrap up repairs on the ship. But that won't be enough for what's coming. We need to improve our weaponry as well. South Fort Knot is home to an exceptional researcher. It so happens that they were instrumental in the construction of this fine vessel, and they're preparing the latest and greatest weapons for our use as we speak. Just a few more hurdles, Sam. Access the South Fort Knot delivery terminal and take care of the main order for me.
Nothing like a warm shower after a hard day's labor. Am I right, Sam? What a stylish pair of glasses. I'm sure they'll suit you, Sam.
Pierre Southern of South Fort Knot, was it? To think his mentor was instrumental to the development of the DHV Magellan's propulsion systems. One could go so far as to say that he's one of our vessel's many fathers.
Siempre está hablando de unas gafas. Nada, bienvenido. Espérate, sí. Bienvenido.
You're after my child. You're the father.
Hello, Sam. Feeling rested and refreshed? I finished preparing your next delivery for you. The equipment to enhance the DHV Magellan's weapon. You'll find it utilizes cutting-edge technology, the fruits of our recent research. Oh, and my mentor also asked that you deliver a high to Tana. Anyway, take on the main order, pick up the cargo.
Sam, you'll forgive me for using our private line again. I did a deep dive into the DHV Magellan's provenance. While it is indeed a civilian vessel that has been retrofitted for this mission, the financing for that work appears to have come from Bridget's own accounts, just like the funding for Drawbridge itself. It would be fair to say that this would make it a government vessel, in effect. Charlie was involved in all of the relevant transactions as well. This only increases the likelihood that Charlie has connections to the UCA. Of course, it now seems likely that Charlie does not exist. In which case, these actions may have actually been the work of APAC. If everything, including the extension of network infrastructure, was simply a pretext for territorial expansion, then it's plain our company has made a grave error. Further investigation is warranted,
but that will require a little more time, as will the DHV Magellan's repairs, for that matter. This is a delicate situation that requires caution, and we cannot afford to ignore the threat that Higgs poses either. As such, your best course of action is to continue to undertake main orders and prioritize linking up the remainder of the continent. As always, I will contact you if and when I learn more. Don't let us down, Sam.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Sam, it's Deadman. Hartman is away on the beach, so I've taken the liberty of borrowing his Ha again in his absence. I've also been making use of my own time on the beach to scour the UCA database for answers about BB00. As I told you before, it's much easier to get around their security from here. We previously thought that BB00 was placed into storage and reclassified as BB28, and that this was done by Bridges to conceal the existence of the Court Bridge baby program from the public. However, it turns out that information was falsified. And now we know what really happened. Bridges intended to decommission and dispose of BB00, but someone intervened behind the scenes. They ensured that BB00 was spared and sent to a storage facility where it received the BB28 serial number. Per the official records, however, BB00 was decommissioned, and Bridges had no reason to believe otherwise. So, who do you think was behind this deception? Well, I determined which account was used to manipulate the BB records. It was registered to a Bridges member with the highest level access permissions. As you may have guessed, Sam, it was the leader of the first expedition, Amelie. And she did it all just to protect Lou.
It was Amelie. I can't believe she went to such lengths. It was thanks to her that you could even meet Lou in the first place, then.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Wowzer! Nice.
Notice it, Sam. There's a BT nearby.
Se tarda mucho en disparar.
that one.
Oh, eso. ¿Tendré yo algo aquí para...?
That's the way. You're mine. Look, that one. Gotcha.
The thoughts I tried to sway would not be I'm waiting for you to wait.
Welcome back, Sam. I see you come bearing gifts. Just give me a moment to check your cargo. Truth, Sam. This cargo's in flawless condition. You're in a class of your own.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Here's a little something for you. Feel free to use it. We'll prep the main cannon for immediate use and look into making improvements to the other armaments as well. It won't be long now till the DHV Magellan is fully operational. Fragile and the others should be back soon too. Anyway, I'd better hurry up and see to the remaining repairs. Thanks again, Sam.
Sam, your next objective will also be your last. Terminal Fort Knott. To put them on the grid, you'll first need to link up the Southern Environmental Observatory. It's safe to assume that this final step will be the most challenging yet. For now, you should rest in the private room to ensure you're well prepared for what's to come.
Bethel.
jammers. Now, we won't be able to proceed with our plans until they're out of commission. And that's not our only concern. Ghost mechs have been spotted in the region, and we have every reason to assume that they're making preparations to hinder our efforts. I'm afraid it's only going to get tougher from here on out. Once you've finalized your preparations, accept this main order from the delivery terminal.
While you were resting, Fragile and the others made it back to the ship safe and sound. They were able to procure all the materials we needed without any issue. Tarman has just finished installing our new main cannon. He said it will be some time before it's fully operational, though. Even so, the DHV Magellan has been restored, thanks to our combined efforts. Now, it's time for us to do what we can, and to finish what we've started. The entire crew is working hard to get the ship in working order. So let's follow their lead and do what we have to do.
Did you sleep well, Sam? Repairs to the DHV Magellan are now complete. We're ready for you to chart our next course. The main cannon is being fitted as well, but it'll take a while for it to be calibrated. I'll let you know when it's ready for use. Anyway, the new and improved DHV Magellan is now at your service. Finish off anything you need to do out there. Then prepare to continue expanding the chiral network. We're counting on you, Sam.
Sam, this is Charlie. Your next order requires that you accomplish two specific objectives. First of all, you are to proceed to the armed survivalist base and destroy all the chiral jammers you find there.
So long as even a single one remains active, you will be unable to use your Cupid to link up the next facility. It is therefore essential that you remove this impediment before proceeding any further. Our latest reports indicate that there are hostiles on site who are equipped with electromagnetic shields. This would give them a significant defensive advantage, so engaging them head-on in a firefight may lead to a prolonged and difficult struggle. If you intend to go on the offensive, consider the properties of your weapons carefully before deciding which ones to bring with you. After you have destroyed all the chiral jammers at the enemy's base, head directly to the Southern Environmental Observatory. A contingent of ghost mechs has been sighted dangerously close to the facility. We need to bring it onto the chiral network before these mechs can get into position and prevent us from doing so. Once you've extended network coverage, the DHV Magellan can move there to provide support. There's no time to waste, Sam.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Becco. 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 back up, back up. 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 Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up. Back up, back up. Back up. Back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up.
No more jammers to worry about. Let's head to the Southern Environmental Observatory. See that, Sam? Those ghost mechs up ahead haven't noticed we're here. Let's try and keep it that way, shall we?
Hey, Sam.
It's Tarman. We've almost finished making our adjustments to the DHV Magellan's main cannon. Once you've brought the Southern Environmental Observatory into the chiral network, that region will be within range of our weaponry. So feel free to let us deal with the remaining hostiles over there. Just focus on getting you and your Cupid to the observatory and putting it on the grid ASAP. You can do it.
Aquí hay mambo. Ahí está el mambo.
Ghost mechs managed to make it this far. The facility is in danger. We need to eliminate them before they attack. Get behind cover! Here they come, Sam.
Ah, pero se me cayeron. Pues si estoy detrás.
Honestly, Sam, you're incredible. You should be able to connect the facility to the network now.
You're a welcome sight, mate. I'm sure we'd have survived if you hadn't shown up when you did. Let me check your ordering phone.
Ve.
Like hell, mate. Thanks for the help. You know, and now we can finally get on the chiral network. Connect that Cupid of yours.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Connection established without issue. That's a relief. Our staff have all been taking shelter underground on account of the emergency situation. But now I think we can relax a little bit. More accurate observations ought to help too. Speaking of which, we've detected abrupt chiral field disruptions in several locations. Indicative of plate gate emergence, I reckon. Keep expanding network coverage and we'll find out soon enough. Unfortunately, though, the tar currents near our facility are still looking awfully rough, so we can't declare our emergency resolved just yet. The DHV Magellan won't be able to join you here either. It's gonna take some work to get to the bottom of this mess. And I'm afraid I can't do much for you given the circumstances, but I'll be sure to thank you properly later. Just know that we're all really grateful. Take care, mate.
Uh-oh! Your car got me! You know, truth be told, I don't really care if you and your crew link up the continent or not. Because I'm here just for one reason.
Get up!
And that's to make you suffer. Can't kill a repatriate for good. Boy, you're about to learn. There's far worse things than dying. So, let's kick it off with some pain. Everlasting flamethrower here has a little bit of an appetite for pyrite. So, the moment you come back from the scene all covered in the stuff, flames roar to life, your body starts to burn once more. You will writhe in agony. And then you will die. And you'll return once more. Nothing you can do to get you out. It won't be long before the pain becomes more than physical. Of a partner who betrayed you once upon a time thing, I mean. Yeah. That's it. Suffer for me, baby. There ain't no turning gazer for you, Sam. No crossing over to the other side. So suffer. Yeah. I'll stay with you.
by your side. Close your tired eyes, and I'll wait. And soon I'll see your smile in our dream. And I won't wait for you go. And I still hear I'll stay with you by your side. Close your tired eyes. I'll wait, and soon I'll see your smile in our dream.
Oops. Catch you later.
Stuck in a loop of death and resurrection. Before his high is completely incinerated, he returns to us. His body is restored, only to be burned again. Don't! Even if you speed up time, the flames won't die. Come on, Sam. Come on!
se está quemando y no le echan agua.
We've extended chiral network coverage all the way to the Southern Environmental Observatory, and it's all thanks to Sam. His injuries have completely healed too. Dead Man, by way of Hartman's Ha, said as much after he finished his examination.
Trust me, Fragile. I'm a doctor, and I know Sam's body better than just about anyone. He's doing fine. No need to worry. Thanks to a healthy dose of Rainey's Corfol, he's as good as new. Or right as rain, as you might say. Even for a repatriate, to die and be resurrected so many times in quick succession, I feared the worst. It's a miracle he made it through.
I'm sorry to say that the tar currents near the Southern Environmental Observatory are still unstable. Consequently, we'll need to keep the DHV Magellan here to defend the facility for the time being. All things considered, paving the way to Terminal Fort Knott is a Herculean task, and Sam's going to have to dig deep to see it done.
Don't worry, Sam's up for the challenge.
Thanks to Tarman and Deadman's efforts, his Ha may have made a full recovery, but the same can't be said of his Ka. And this journey was also meant to give Sam's mind an opportunity to heal. Isn't that right, Fragile? Soon, we'll have linked up our final objective. This will mark the end of our travels together. Which means the time to have that conversation with Sam is fast approaching. I believe we should tell him sooner rather than later. But what do you think? Well, perhaps I should broach the subject first. Something wrong?
Who's not looking right in there?
Here, show me.
What do you think? It's almost like Lou's fading away.
Is that so? And I'd say we're making progress.
I don't understand.
She asked me to help.
What?
Before we set out on our journey together, Fragile, she asked me to help you. To act as your therapist so that you could process the loss of your child. Sam, hear me out. Lou's been gone for a long, long time now.
No. Lou's right here. We just traveled across Australia together. I'll show you.
The pod you brought on this journey has been empty from the start. The truth is, I'm the one who's been operating your Odra deck. And it's because of that connection
that I was able to share your flashbacks.
Hey, Sam. Can you take a picture of us?
Do you see? Nothing has changed. The pod has always been empty. We decided not to dispute what you said you saw, but to give you the support you needed instead. In this way, we believed we could help you come to terms with Lou's death.
Wait, what do you mean Lou's death? What are you talking about?
Please understand, Sam. We never meant to string you along.
Fragile was only worried about you.
I couldn't stand to leave you there, broken. I wanted you to live, to move forward.
So from the beginning, he was never there. I've been alone this whole time.
You're wrong. Death can tear us apart. We'll always be connected.
No, we won't. Lou's gone. And that's that.
Trust me, Sam. We will always be with you, no matter what. You will never, ever be alone.
I sincerely hope you understand, Sam. Fragile never stopped thinking about how all of this was affecting you. Whenever you weren't around or were asleep, Fragile approached me to see how you were holding up under the strain. She wanted to know how often you talked to Lou in the pond, how much everything weighed on your mind, if you ever thought about what happened. She had faith that you would one day come to accept the reality of your situation. It wasn't just for your sake. Fragile needed you too. There are people out there who need help, Sam. Whenever you're ready to face what's next, summon your strength and get to it.
Bueno, gente, vamos a dejar hasta ahí. Ya está casi terminando, pero creo que falta bastante. Nada, lo dejamos hasta ahí. Gracias por estar aquí, gracias por su apoyo, gracias por ver el resubido, ¿verdad? Los que ven los resubidos. Y nada, nos vemos a la próxima. Dios los bendiga.